Girl, y'all really at this point got to give the Beehive an apology, girl, bitch. Because y'all be putting narratives on us, girl, bitch. And it don't be true, girl. The math don't be mathin', bitch. Never did I think that on my 2025 bingo card, girl, Keri Hilson will be on it, girl. Girl, that's crazy. Girl, Keri Hilson is finally speaking out, girl, after the alleged beef between her and Beyoncé, girl. That led to the demise of Keri Hilson's career, girl, bitch. The disappearance, girl, the poof. Keri Hilson went poof, bitch, and motherfucking disappeared, bitch, right before our eyes. She's blaming the oldest trick in the book, girl, that men do to women, girl. It was the men who pit us against each other, girl. It was the men's fault. So we gonna get into the motherfucking teas, girl, because I could have sworn a few years ago, bitch, Miss Keri Hilson said the opposite. So we gonna see which statement y'all believe, okay? What's good, y'all? My spiritual bitch, my spiritual bitches at. Girl, I find this conversation to be extremely interesting, girl, because never did I think that Keri Hilson would have the balls, girl, the kahunas, girl, to pop out, bitch, in the music industry, girl, and say, I have something to say. Girl, literally, bitch, her album's called We Need to Talk, girl, so we gonna see what that tea is giving, bitch, girl, because I have a lot of questions, and I'm sure as do everyone else. If y'all know what I'm talking about, right, girl, Keri Hilson has recently done a Breakfast Club interview, girl, regarding the beef between her and Beyoncé, girl, and the alleged demise of her career, bitch, and the Beehive, girl, because they always seem to buzz their asses up into the conversation, girl. I don't blame them, girl, because the Barbs is just as ruthless, bitch. No shade. Keri Hilson, girl, is saying that she was forced to do the diss track against Beyoncé, girl.
It's more entertaining for them to be like, the Beehive ran her out of town.
Right, that's way more entertaining. Yeah.
Now today, at this point, are you looking like when you look back at that, and people will bring it up, so I'm sure you're kind of preparing yourself for that. Mm-hmm. How do you not even explain it, but like, how do you look back on that? What are your comments on it now, so far removed from it?
It's a regret. It's a regret, but not in the way that people would think, because that's a song that I actually didn't write. Those are not my words. I was on tour. Polo wanted me to do a remix to Turning Me On. Mm-hmm. He had produced the record, and I wasn't, because I was on tour with Lil Wayne, I wasn't able to like lay anything down. He had been on me for a couple of weeks about we need to do a remix. Okay, so I take off. It wasn't happening quick enough for him. I take off, we fly in, and he had another writer in our camp at the time. He had her write this, so he played it for me like, this is the remix, because I'm thinking I'm coming in to go write a remix to Turning Me On. Like, The whole time I had been writing concepts, like, but I come into the studio and he plays me this verse, and I'm like, automatically, I'm like, I'm not saying that. Mm-hmm. That was my position. So I tried to fight him on it, and I began writing my own. That's what I did with my time there, but I want to be careful with the word I use. Mm-hmm. It was quite forceful. You know what I mean? In
an executive artist way?
Yeah, in an executive artist way only. Mm-hmm. Involving others and kind of threatening my career in a sense, in a real sense. Like, you're not coming, because my album wasn't out yet. Mm-hmm. So it was like, you're not coming out if you don't do this. And the mistake that I made was not continuing to fight, but I was in tears. I was crying. I was adamant that I did not want to do that.
Even went as far as to claim that she didn't even write the lyrics, girl. Another famous songwriter, girl, by the name of Esther Dean wrote the lyrics, bitch. Esther Dean is a very huge songwriter, specifically for Rihanna. A lot of her hits have been for Rihanna, girl. Interesting that a songwriter that eventually worked for Rihanna about a year or two later was dissing Beyonce. You know, I just find that to be a little interesting. I'm not gonna read too into it. I'm not gonna do the conspiracy theories, bitch. But I wanted to just mention it, girl, because it glimpsed my mind. Very interesting. So Keri Hilson is saying that the producer that she was working with by the name of Polo, alongside Timbaland, basically forced her into a beef with Beyonce, girl, which eventually led to the retirement or the quote-unquote end of her career. And she allegedly went on a press tour run to protect them in the process during the backlash. Now, mind y'all, girl, bitch, a few years ago, girl, when Keri spoke on this situation, girl, she basically said that it was, a suggestion towards her from the producer, and she was down to do it, and she has no regrets with the lyrics that she basically had about Beyonce, girl, telling her to go sit down and have some babies.
Yes, Polo had this idea. No, he did not leak it. It's not the version Polo wanted out.
Okay.
Especially the version with him talking all over it. It sounds like he's instigating something and giving more meaning into the lyrics than were initially intended. But no, he didn't like force me to do anything. I mean, it was a suggestion, and I told him, okay, I'll try it. You know, I'll try it, and that was just it. He was like, I want it a little more fiery, and that's cool. That's cool with me. I speak my mind, and you know, I make no apologies for it. So, you know, it's a hot verse. I love the verse.
So yeah, girl, the diss never even made no sense to me anyway, girl, bitch. But what I find to be extremely interesting about this story, girl, Keri Hilson has basically claimed that, you know, Esther Dean, Polo G, and Timbaland, all, after screwing her over, girl, and getting her to do the diss track towards Beyonce, girl, they allegedly went over and worked with Beyonce as Keri Hilson's career just ended, girl, came to a halt, bitch. Yield, girl, crazy, girl, that's crazy work, girl, bitch. I never knew any of this, girl. I will say, bitch, I was definitely one of those beehives for plenty of years, girl, dragging the fuck out of Keri Hilson, girl. I love her music, definitely a great, talented singer, but I've never really stood for a bitch that goes against the queen, girl. Going against the queen is gonna cost you. But I'm actually very happy that she's coming out, clearing up, you know, the scenario that happened, you know, and telling us the details as to why she didn't want to hold, like, the magazine and...
You want to hold the magazine? Just shout out Juicy Mac.
I just didn't want to step in the shit anymore. I just froze. I just was like shook. So whenever anybody brought it up, probably the last time we were here, like, please don't bring up Beyonce, it was probably that kind of environment because I was shook. I was scared. I was not of her. Like, I love her. I think she's incredible. She's one of the greatest artists of all time. And I'm a fan. Like, have always been. That's never been in question for me. But now it's a name I can't say. It's a magazine I can't hold. It's a conversation I don't want to have publicly just because I don't want to piss anybody off.
I guess, girl, the top bitch has won. But, you know, we're glad to see Keri Hilson back on the motherfucking scene, girl. But I love R&B regardless, girls. I'm listening to the album, girl. I've already listened to the new single, Bae. Go listen to it, girl. Go stream it, girl. It's a vibe. I would love to hear from Polo the Don. I would love to hear from Timbaland. I would love to hear from Beyonce, girl. But we ain't never gonna hear from that bitch, girl, about the situation, girl. But, bitch, it would. Wishful thinking, I suppose, girl. Bitch, let me live my moment. Well, let me know what you bitches think about that, girl. I'll see you bitches next time. Mwah.